Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Let's do a dive into the microstructures here of this triangle. We're still looking for another low. I hope someone can just dump it, please. Obviously, we're still looking at another low and resistance is 27,720. And we have to say that we are going to start talking about a low in place here, a lasting low in place. Possibly in this larger wave 2 correction that we've been talking about, only if price can break above 27,720. Until then, because we are consolidating just below resistance, we're going to look for another low. And that low could be in the region around 24K, maybe a little lower. We have space in this scenario all the way down to 22K. So there's also a spike in historical volume around 23K. However, in this video, we want to dive into the microstructure. So what is the update? First of all, we have this triangle A, B, C, D, E. It looked earlier as if the E wave top might have been in. Now the price is recovering again. So what you need to understand, again, I have to say it all the time because we get new viewers all the time. Microstructures change all the time, especially in corrections. So normally I would not go any smaller with micro counting. Already this is dangerous in a correction. Just be aware of that. I explain it all the time because there are so many corrective structures. And each of these waves is corrective, an A wave, a B wave, and they just morph. They can just morph because there are 10 or more corrective structures in the Elliott Wave, library, you could say, pantheon, and they all can come into play here, also in the subwaves. But so far, the triangle is sort of following our wave count here. Idea is still that we are in an E wave. I mean, it looked promising earlier today and the E wave might have finished already. Yeah, it might have finished already, but I just don't have enough evidence. The last drop was only in 3 waves. Can you see that? It would have been nice. One more tiny low would have given us 5 waves down. The fact it was only 3, oh dear. I mean, it could be, and I mentioned that earlier in the week, no, last week, that this E wave itself can of course be a triangle. So I just want to, and this is more for educational purposes because, the parameters are clear. Breakout points, by the way, here, 25,380 to the downside. That should unlock that downside potential. We will get a first signal that the pathway to the downside is open if price breaks below 25,750, 760, this August the 25th low. Now, what are the possibilities? So for me, I mean, it's still technically possible the E wave has topped, but then it will need to break down now. The E wave could still be unfolding, no problem. If it's unfolding, then we have a few levels to watch. First levels to watch are, that's the E wave target, yeah. Here, 26,310 and 26,650. That's the ideal target range I gave you, I think, in my earlier video today. And as you can see, the E wave hasn't actually reached it. So it would be ideal to reach it before it breaks down. Now, this is a wave count in which we assume the E wave is already running. I looked at it earlier today and thought, well, what if the D wave never finished? I mean, I just need to make you aware, as I always say, these can always extend out. Just want to give you some ideas and show you how this could be counted. Again, just more for educational purposes here. Give you a few micro count ideas. So if the D wave in the triangle is still unfolding, then it might be that we are here in a W X, Y structure within the D wave. That is technically possible. We have W, 3 waves. The X wave could actually be a triangle. X waves can be a triangle. So let's see if we can get a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. Can you see that? Now with that completed X wave, which should be nearly complete then, price could follow through to the downside in a Y, complete the D wave, and then the E wave starts. Now this is more to understand how on earth could it be that this triangle could still extend further, and that is how it is. Now if anything you take away from this video, then basically that not much changed, but maybe to understand how such a triangle can always extend and how to label the subwaves of a triangle. It's painful. I mean, I do this stuff every day, right? But there are probably, there are probably 5 counts I could give you for this. Is it useful? Not really. So be more focused on the relevant parameters here, the Fib levels. They are very, very important. The wave structures, subwaves, micro structures within a triangle are extremely difficult, and they change often. I mean, they can be tracked, but don't be surprised if they change. And again, I often say it's not really the waves that are the benefit of this analysis, and more the levels that are revealed by the waves. So yeah, this is something to observe. I mean, I have not enough, I don't have enough evidence that this is exactly what is playing out, but it's something that if we see a little bit more downside and a little bit more upside, then this is probably what we go with, right? I'll take it off the chart again, because again, I just have no evidence. There's just, it's just no evidence. So it's valid, but that's everything. So let's see if the E wave is still running at the moment. So what we need to wait for now is just a signal below the levels that I indicated here. Be aware that because of the count I just showed you, even if we break below the current D wave low, it's not confirmation. It's just an indication that the downtrend, that the 5th wave down has started. We really need that B wave broken. I say that all the time with these triangles. If the D wave breaks, it's only an indication. If the B wave breaks, then the triangle is officially broken. So hopefully, despite the little bit of nothing that happened here today, it was still an interesting video. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.